It's loading. There we go. You're alone.
Okay, we're live. We're back in business.
Welcome back to my channel.
Welcome back to my channel.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe and send your super chats, please.
What's that?
No limits for super chats.
Yeah, we appreciate all the super chats and
Yes. This is an international home group. They're Indians, Chileans, Salvadorians, Aussies. Yeah, so they're Mexicano. See, the Indians, they know how to speak Mexican. So.
Yeah,
They had different dialects.
you talk like a Mexican.
Have you ever been at the salsa restaurant?
Oh yeah.
So you've been.
Yeah.
So maybe to finish up the group the year, we can go to salsa and have a.
Oh.
Yeah, see, even in Maria, please.
Yeah, let's go.
Latina. No, I'm not nurse there, but salsa is.
That like he calls the
Yeah.
restaurant and he,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I have influence people. So.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's a special drink to horchata. Yes, horchata.
Horchata.
So I call before him and I said, can you make horchata for Kuala?
With some extra flavor.
Once the day before.
The day before, yes. So they can gather the ingredients.
We can make horchata after.
I think they make it next.
It's not syrup. It's like
Powder.
it's mainly powder.
Okay.
So this is the real one, not the make believe one.
El Salvador.
Horchata is all from Guatemala, Central America, yes. In India.
Everything is from India.
Everything is from India.
Let me down on that. Always have me on that.
Yes.
We have to buy an Indian market. So.
Actually, yeah, because we buy it in the Indian market, the horchata. Yeah, we have to buy it in the Indian market. The powder, they sell the powder, made powder from the Indian shop in front of the cemetery in Werribee. Where is it?
Because there's Portuguese also in
Yes, in Colombia.
Mix.
Because we can,
But it's
because we the Spanish, we the Spanish speaking people conquer India. What?
I didn't hear that.
Everything.
The Spanish speaking people conquer India.
No.
No, the English, the beloved English.
Oh no.
Hey, the Princess Anne is here still in Australia.
Thank you.
She's so small.
I thought she's an hour.
All right. Okay, let's open your Bibles, please, in chapter 14, verse 32 on.
Which one?
Chapter 14 of Mark.
So we need the whiteboard.
That's why you need the Bible, not today. You know why? Because I'm very tired. I've been training so much. I don't want to be 14. 14. What you wants to.
Verse what?
32. Gethsemane.
Let's see.
Thank
Who
you.
gets them?
I think in this.
Gethsemane.
This is so feminine me. Feminine me.
Okay, I'm gonna read because I wanted to make you all read, but maybe I'm gonna read it because I have the microphone here. So
That's true.
okay, so I don't know if your Bibles. See, that's why I wanted you to open your Bibles, because if you have your Bible, you're gonna see that they have the parallel passages in the other Gospels.
That's why I'm opening this Bible.
That's the King James. What's going on?
That's why I'm opening.
You're in Luke. You're almost there now. 14:32. Yeah, 14:32. Let me see you.
Marcos.
Marcos, yes. Marcos.
What's that?
Marcos.
Okay, no. Hey, what are you doing? Is there any middle?
Okay.
This
So
is
you have the
like-
reference here. So just in case, Marie. Yeah, you did, but they have the reference here. So in the other Gospels. Because remember, there are three Gospels, but this is changing because scholars are changing this as we speak. They're bringing out books. So there were since the last 2 centuries we've been talking about the synoptic Gospels, which is Matthew, Mark, and Luke. So 3 Gospels said many things, almost the same. That's why you have the reference here, Matthew and Luke. You find that on Matthew and Luke. But lately, Some scholars are questioning that, and some people are seeing parallels also with John. Because when you read John, it goes all over the place. But now people are reading it in another way. So they said there are no three synoptic gospels, but four synoptic gospels. But it'll take some time. But we go with the synoptic gospels, which means that they were looking with the same eye, okay, with the same thing. So they went to a place called Gethsemane. But remember, where are they? They're still in verse 26.
The best.
Yes, but no. But now, when they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives. Okay, so they're in the Mount of Olives. Then he says, "You will all fall away." Jesus told them, "For it is written, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered. But after I have risen, I will go ahead of you into Galilee." Peter declared, "Even if all fall away, I will not." Just like you never leave me. Yeah? You promise, like Peter. No, don't. Anyway, I'll tell you the truth. Jesus answered, "Today, yes, tonight, before the rooster crows twice, you yourself will disown me 3 times, like I disown Natalia many times." See, that's something. Have your dad ever disowned you?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
When we were young,
Yes.
when I was young, only me, not you.
Oh, because Sofian is the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Baby.
Oh, okay, yeah. But Peter insisted emphatically, "Even if I have to die with you, I will never disown you." And all the others said the same. Okay, so where are they? In the Mount of Olives. But now they come down and they go where? They went to a place called Gethsemane, which is like coming down from the Mount of Olives, because Mount of Olives, so what grows on the Mount? Olives. So Gethsemane is full of, still today, it has a lot of olive trees, still olive trees. They went to a place called Gethsemane. And Jesus said to these disciples, "Sit here while I pray." He took Peter, James, and John. So why these 3 guys? Remember what happened to them? They were the ones who went. Let me see if I have. They were when they went up in the mountain. What happened? Who did he take? I'm going to tell you now. Where is it? Okay, chapter 9. Chapter 9, verse 2. After 6 days, Jesus took Peter, James, and John. So it's the same thing. Peter, James, and maybe it just throws out of the time. Peter, James, and John. So chapter 9, verse 2. After 6 days, Jesus took Peter, James, and John with him and led them up a high mountain where they were all alone. There he was transfigured before them. His clothes became dazzling whiter than anyone in the world could bleach them. And there appeared before them Elijah and Moses, who were talking with Jesus. The thing is, I always ask myself, how did he know that it was Elijah and Moses? Did he have like a car or something? Yeah, and this is a pastor also. I used to listen to him when I was young. How did he know? How did he know? Anyway, Mark thinks he knows. So anyway, so Peter, what is it? Peter, James, and John. And now we see them again. He took Peter, James, and John along with him and began to be deeply distressed and troubled. "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death." He said to them, "Stay here and keep watch." So he took the disciples, and then going a little farther, he fell to the ground. ¿Qué pasa in Spanish? Going a little farther, he fell to the ground and prayed that if possible, the hour might pass from him. So he fell to the ground. So he went like this, like when you see, like Muslims, they go like, bow down, and they can also we Christians used to do that, but not anymore because churches don't with the benches, with the pews, you cannot go like this. You have to go the other way and pray the other way. So the hour might pass for him. Abba, Father. Abba, Father. Abba means dad. which is weird because it says Abba Father. Abba Father. I don't know. Sometimes, how do you call it? What's your special name for your dad? Do you have a special name for him? Dada. No, they have. They have. For me, they call me the most beautiful man on earth. Most beautiful man, yeah, because they had it from the mom. So.
Wow. It's your dad.
So, Papi, yeah. Oh, Papa, yeah. Our Father, he said. So Jesus had this thing to call his Father, Abba Father. He said, everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me. Yet, and this is the thing, he wants the Father to take the cup away, which is the cup. It means the cup of the trial that he's going to face. Yet not what I will, but what you will. And I like how the King James says it. How does it read it, Natalie? Verse 36.
Verse 20.
No, 36.
And he said, Abba Father, all things are possible for you. Take this cup away from me. Nevertheless, not what I will, but what you will.
Yeah, but in the old Bible says, but not my will, but yours. So it's a different. Let me see this one. How does it read? Yet not my will, by yours be done. And maybe it says it differently in another gospel because like we have three gospels. So the prayer, the gardens, three.
It's different.
Nevertheless, not what I will, but what you will. Yeah.
You need to have them both just.
Yeah. No, I don't know what they are laughing. Yeah. Okay, calm down.
Come down.
Yet not my will, but yours be done. I think he says it in another gospel. Let me see. In Matthew, maybe in Matthew 26, 39, he says it. Matthew 26. But not your will, but yours. 26, 39, yes.
NIV one.
Yet not as I will, but as you will. So different.
Yeah.
And what about yours?
It's the same. Yet not what I will, but what you will.
Luke 22, 40. Luke 22, 40. Let me see. Because in the how we learn, see, that's how we learn it is different. When I was
Oh, there's a timeline in that one.
Mount Dolores. Yet not my will, but yours be done. See, so I learned the one from Luke. Luke 22, 42. Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me. Yet not my will, but yours be done. So it's like the Lord's Prayer. There are two ways of praying the Lord's Prayer. Which one do you know? The one from Luke or the one from Matthew? So, because there are two. So it depends on which church you grow. If you're Catholic, you learn in one way. If you're Protestant, you learn in another way.
So we learn from Luke then.
If you're Jewish, you pray the Lord's Prayer. So Jesus is about to be he's about to be beaten. I mean, have you all seen the Passion of the Christ? Yeah, remember when he gets beaten? So he knows what's coming to him. I mean, you complain. I complain when my wife goes like this to me. When how do you call it in English? No, pinching. Yeah, when she pinches me, and I hate it.
Pinching is good. It doesn't burst them.
Yeah.
Hitting versus.
Yeah, she also takes the thing from the movie and hits me.
I don't use it on him.
She bought it from Timu. She bought it from Timu, like Timu brand.
Oh, then it must not be good.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't hurt. Now Chinese are gonna be.
But my name is Sandra.
So that not my will, not what I will, but what you will. So that's how we are supposed to also ask the Lord when something's happening. Okay, Lord, I want this to happen, but not my will, but yours.
Mm-hmm.
Which is different, which is difficult to say because we want God to do what we want. Yeah. We want God to give me a new car, to give me a new job, a better paying job, to give me more of the juice, Pokemon juice, to find more. Okay.
That's something.
Then he returned to his disciples. So remember, he left Peter, James, and John went to pray. He prayed this, and maybe he prayed more because. And then he went back, and what happened? Then he returned to the disciples and found them sleeping. Hey, it was nighttime. Simon, he said to Peter, because Peter has two names. Simon, are you asleep? Could you not keep watch for 1 hour? So he wanted them to stay praying with him for 1 hour. Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the body is weak. And this is true. Sometimes maybe you want to do something, but you do the opposite. You want to be a better husband, but you can't. Yeah. Uh-huh. Or one thing that I'm struggling. I was telling Maria yesterday is that I want to go to sleep earlier, but I can't. It's always either I start reading something or start on my phone or something, but I have to make myself go to sleep.
I know how.
Mm.
Didn't matter. You have to sleep in the sofa and check out your phone.
Like there's one way,
Yes.
one way where you can make me fall asleep. Have a big argument with me. I sleep so well.
So
My mom told me off, like tell me off so much, and I'm just, oh, I'm talking to you. Yeah, mom.
During war.
but you want to listen to it?
No,
No.
it's like oh. Later, then when I wake up in the morning, then the lecture that comes from me.
Mm.
Yeah.
But the thing is that sometimes we want to do good things and we cannot do them. And Jesus says, I think he's telling his disciples, the spirit is willing. I know you guys want to be with me, help me, because Peter just said that he will die for him, but the body is weak. Yeah, I don't know. I'm willing to help you, but if it hurts me, I don't want to have anything to do with it. Once more, he went away and and prayed the same thing. So he prayed again. He prayed, Abba, Father, everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will. It's not there, but I'm just saying what he prayed again. When he came back, he again found them sleeping because their eyes were heavy. They did not know what to say to him. So, of course, they were embarrassed. It's like when you're so tired. I remember once I was so tired because I was doing exams, I think. And remember, Erica, a high point, I was falling asleep when we were eating. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's food coma.
Yeah. That's food coma. Yeah. I don't know the term. Food coma. Like I was going to fall with the.
He was finding the food and his eyes going heavy.
Yes.
You know, like the babies when they try to.
I was like a baby. Thank you. Was like a baby. All right. Okay. So they did not know what to do. Returning the third time, he said to them, are you still sleeping and resting? Enough. So Jesus like kind of I think he got mad. Enough. The hour has come. Look, the Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us go. Here comes my betrayer. Say, who was the betrayer? Oh yeah, you knew it. You know the story. The betrayer Judas.
Yes.
So the disciples failed the test. 3 times. The first time they were asleep. Second time they were asleep. And third time he said to them, are you still sleeping and resting? Enough. The hour has come. Look, the Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us go. Let us go. Here comes my betrayer. So, and who's the Son of Man? And what does the Son of Man mean? That he's a divine being. Which is in Daniel 7, the Son of Man. Daniel had a vision and he saw the Son of Man coming in the clouds. And this is what Jesus is gonna say is gonna say soon when we get there. We're about to because we're gonna finish. Just as he was speaking, Judas, the famous Judas, yeah, one of the 12 appeared. It's like he appeared. That mean he almost looked like a demon. Man, that's how it reads. Like he appeared out of nothing, out of the darkness. With him was a crowd armed with swords and clubs, sent from the chief priests, the teachers of the law, and the elders. So that these are his enemies: the chief priests, the teachers of the law, and the elders. Now the betrayer had arranged a signal with them. The one I kiss is the man. Arrest him and lead him away under guard. Going at once to Jesus, Judas said, "Rabbi," and he kissed him. Yeah, put him in there. And he kissed him. The man seized Jesus and arrested him. See, in this one, the Lord doesn't say anything. But if you go to Matthew, we know what he said. That's why we have to read. If you want to know about this, you have to read all of them. Matthew 26 again. Let me see what Matthew says. 26:50. So he says, in 49 says, going at once to Jesus, Judas said, "Greeting, Rabbi," and kissed him. Jesus replied, "Friend, do what you came for." So that's what he says. But then in Luke, again, I like Luke. I like the reading in Luke. Luke says this. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. 47. Luke 22:47. While he was, Luke 22:47. While he was still speaking, a crowd came up, and the man who was called Judas, one of the 12, was leading them. He approached Jesus to kiss him, but Jesus asked him, "Judas, are you betraying the Son of Man with a kiss?" And so he was saying, you're betraying me. And this reminds me of when Julius Caesar was betrayed. What did he say? "You too, Brutus," because Brutus also stabbed him. So yeah. So this is sad because Jesus being betrayed. The men seized Jesus and arrested him. Then one of those standing near drew his sword and struck the servant of the high priest, cutting off his ear. So, am I leading a rebellion, said Jesus, that you have come out with swords and clubs to capture me? I'm back in 1449. Every day I was with you, teaching in the temple courts, and you did not arrest me, but the scriptures might be fulfilled. Then everyone deserted him and fled. So everybody fled. So remember they said, "Oh no, we will be with you." I mean, see in verse 31 of the same chapter, but Peter insisted emphatically, "Even if I have to die with you, I will never disown you." And all the others said the same. And now what happened? Then everyone deserted him and fled. And now comes this verse. Who can read the next verse? 51 and 52. Now you read? Oh.
I thought you get one for real.
A young man wearing nothing but a linen garment was following Jesus. When they seized him, he fled naked, leaving his garment behind. That's all he says. Have you ever read this thing? When I was a little kid, I used to read this and I said, "What in the world is this? Why?" I was going to say something else. A young man wearing nothing but a linen garment was following Jesus. So they were in Gethsemane. They were in this like garden of Gethsemane, and then suddenly this guy showed up with yes, with the fine linen garment, was following Jesus. When they seized him, He fled naked.
Linen, it was expensive.
Yes. Leaving his garment behind. And that's it. That's all we know.
If it didn't say linen, I would think like if it was just a garment, it would have been
Yes.
like or something.
But it doesn't say why is this. And I used to break my head. But when I went to the seminary, I learned that this is the way Mark is saying that he wrote this gospel. This is like his signature. He doesn't say his name, because remember what I told you when we started reading this gospel. This is terrorist propaganda. According to the Romans, this is terrorism, because he's saying that there's another emperor beside the emperor. Who's the only son of God in the Roman Empire? Remember I said? Caesar. Who is the only one who can proclaim the gospel in the Roman Empire?
Caesar.
And what does Jesus say? I am proclaiming the gospel. I am the Son of God. So Caesar will that's why they crucify people.
I wanted to say something, but not all that.
Yes. No, what about the other one? You want me to put the other?
Oh, it's what I've heard from like another Abrahamic religion.
Oh yeah. Oh, another one. Yes. Okay.
Because this, I'm trying to think whether that's what it's linking. They link it to, because they also like, this person challenged himself.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other Abrahamic religion. They're like my cousins. Okay. So now you know. If you ever read this verse and you said, what in the I was gonna say, what in the world is happening? Why this guy suddenly appears out of nowhere, and then they seize him, and he fled naked, leaving his garment behind, because he's trying to make sure that at least somebody, because he wrote it, and then he said, hey, it was me. This guy was running naked in Jerusalem. It was me. But don't think he was naked. Don't think he was totally naked. He had his undergarments, because they would say naked. But the one who was crucified naked was Jesus. So Jesus was crucified naked. So when we see him in the movie, and we see him like the cloth, nothing. And when Michelangelo did the Sistine Chapel, he did it like he's supposed to be naked. And then the Pope said, no, put some clothing. Come on, don't be so sick. No, because he wanted to be accurate. But that's how, because apart from killing you, but they want to humiliate you. So the last moments of your life, you are naked, and women also were naked. So the Romans were mad ones of the Jews, so they killed 4,000 people. So they put crosses all over from Jerusalem all over to the north, going to Turkey, until they ran out of people of crucifying. But they wanted to go all the way to Italy. So the Jews understand that they were not supposed to rebel against the Roman Empire, but they still rebel in the year 70, and they still rebel against the 135, and we still rebel. So they never gave up. Anyway, so see, we're going to be fast. Before the Sanhedrin, what is Sanhedrin? Who can tell me? Who remembers what the Sanhedrin is?
That high. I mean, it says high priest, but like that main dude, the main guy.
No, the Sanhedrin. They took Jesus to the high priest, and all the chief priests, elders, and teachers of the law came together. Peter followed. Well, yeah, the Sanhedrin is the. So everybody together means that's the council, like Melbourne Council. Let's say like some sort of Melbourne Council. They took Jesus to the high priest and all the chief priests, which were his family members. Elders and teachers of the law came together. Peter followed him at a distance, right into the courtyard of the high priest. There he sat with the guards and warmed himself at the fire. The chief priest and the whole Sanhedrin, that's the name in verse 55. Can you have a look? Verse 55, Sanhedrin. So that means the council. The chief priest and the Sanhedrin and the whole Sanhedrin were looking for evidence against Jesus so that they could put him to death. but they did not find any. So they wanted to kill him. So these people, they were not like, let's get rid of this guy. And actually, in the year 66, in the year 66 of our era, there was another Jesus. But this was, they considered him crazy. And he was saying Jerusalem will be destroyed. Jerusalem will be destroyed. So again, the Sanhedrin, they wanted to kill him. But the Roman governor said, no, this guy is out of his mind. But 4 years later, what happened? Jerusalem was destroyed. So they think he was a prophet, but his name was also Jesus. Because Jesus was like a normal name in Judea, in this area, like Miriam, like Mary, was also out of 4 people, out of 4 women, 1 would be Mary. So it was a common name. So I don't know if also in Mexico, Mary is very, very, in El Salvador, very Maria. Your name. It was a very common name. What about in India? It was a very common for women.
For women? Puja Anjali.
Puja, Anjali.
Puja means like pray, like the prayer thing, but it's
Yeah.
a common like women's name. Anjali. Yeah, there's a
And for
few.
men?
For men, Raj.
Raj.
Yeah,
Raj, yeah, because it's king.
few.
Yeah. So the chief priest and the whole Sanhedrin were looking for evidence against Jesus so that they could put him to death, but they did not find any. Many testified falsely against him, but their statements did not agree. So they say one thing, another thing. Then some stood up and gave this false testimony against him. So he gives you an example. We heard him say, I will destroy this man-made temple, and in 3 days we will build another. He didn't say that. Not made by men. So what did Jesus say? Let me see what he said. 15. In John 2:19. In John 2:19, he said something similar. John 2:19. He said this. The Jews in 18 said the Jews demanded of him, what miraculous sign can you show us to prove your authority to do all this? Jesus answered them, destroy this temple and I will raise it again in 3 days. The Jews replied, it has taken 46 years to build this temple. Are you going to raise it in 3 days? But the temple he had spoken of was his body. So, but now listen to what they said. That Jesus said, we heard him say, I will destroy this man-made temple, and in 3 days we will build another, not made by men. Yet even then their testimony did not agree. Then the high priest stood up before them and asked Jesus, are you not going to answer? What is this testimony that these men are bringing against you? But Jesus remained silent and gave no answer. So they were all like, yeah, you are that. Because the first thing you want to do is to defend yourself. But Jesus just stood there and said, okay, yeah, whatever. I don't know what you're going to do. Again, the high priest asked him, are you the Christ, the Son of the Blessed One? And this is, I am, said Jesus. And you will see that, this is the verse that I told you in Daniel. And you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming on the clouds of heaven. And I like it in the Passion of the Christ. The priest goes like this. Like he's afraid, like, because imagine Jesus knows what he's talking about. He's so sure about what he's talking about. Sure, this is what is going to happen. But the thing is that Jesus was sure what was about to happen to him, die, but he was sure also what was going to happen later, when after he died. So I am, and this is the thing. He asked him, "Are you the Christ, the Son of the Blessed One?" Who's the Blessed One? God. And how does he answer?
Yeah.
And whose name is that?
God.
So, and then, and you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming. See, he used Blessed One, But Jesus uses mighty one, the mighty one of Israel. I don't remember we sing something. And I sing it because I'm the one who sings in the church. And coming on the clouds of heaven, then the high priest tore his clothes. Why do we need any more witnesses? He asked. You have heard the blasphemy. What do you think? They all condemned him as worthy of death. Then some began to spit at him. They blindfolded him, struck him with their fist, and said, Prophesy. And the guards took him and beat him. So these guards are not Romans. They're still people who are working for the temple. So everybody, all the chief priests, and listen, look who were there. The ones that were there, the chief priests and the whole Sanhedrin. They were looking for, but anyway, 53. They took Jesus to the high priest, and all the chief priests, elders, and teachers of the law came together. So all these people were killing Jesus. So they blindfolded him. They were so cowards that they blindfolded him and they started hitting him. And they said, Prophesy. Prophesy. So can you tell who's hitting you?
I think he's the son of God, so probably you was.
But they didn't believe that he was the Son of God. That's what I'm saying. They didn't believe it. I can hit you means that you are nothing. So just like they treated God with contempt as well. They didn't want to follow him. They wanted to keep their own power base in Jerusalem. So they didn't care if the Romans did this or that. They all they wanted was to live their lives. Why? Because the chief priests. Imagine this. Here's what I'm going to tell you. The main priest and the chief priest and the high priest, they were all Sadducees. And remember what happened? I told you what the Sadducees believed or didn't believe. They didn't believe in what? In angels. They didn't believe in miracles. They didn't believe in the afterlife. They didn't believe that you were going to be resurrected. They didn't believe all of that. They said, once you leave here, that's it. So if they were wrong, they were not going to pay in the next life because they didn't believe in hell. They didn't believe in that everything that once you die, that's it, no more. Just like the atheists, just like other people said, once you die, that's it, nothing ever more. You're not going to suffer. You're not going to have bliss. Nothing. So the high priest, all these people they were not afraid if they were wrong. Why? Because if we were wrong, we're going to die, and that's it. So that's what I want you to understand. Some people, even in our society, they do things because they think there's no tomorrow. They think that there's nothing. That's what some people can kill other people. Why? Because, okay, I killed them, so what? Nothing's going to happen to me. The worst thing, I'll go to jail. In Australia, there's no death penalty. The worst thing is I go to jail. Or in the USA, the worst thing that they kill me. And after I come dead, there's nothing. That's why these killers, they do what they do. But if you teach, if we teach what the Bible says, that there's retribution after death, that God will come to you and say, hey, what happened? Oh, I did. Nobody told me yet. Andrea told me one day that Jesus came to save to die for our sins. So that's the most important thing. Yes, Andrea the evangelist. So Peter disowned Jesus. See, he said he wasn't going to disown him. He did it at the end. While Peter was below in the courtyard, one of the servants' girls of the high priest came by. When he saw Peter warming himself, she looked closely at him, like, look Indian. No, but look, listen what she says. You also were with that Nazarene Jesus. So with that Nazarene, but he denied it. I don't know. I understand what you're talking about. He said, and went out into the entryway. When the servant girl saw him there, she said again to those standing around, this fella is one. Erika doesn't like the word. This fella is one of them. Again, he denied it. After a while, those standing near to Peter, surely, listen to this, surely you are one of them, for you are a Galilean.
That's a chill one.
You're a Chilean, yeah. Yeah. It's like we were watching a Chilean thing, a dub, because they take from movies and they make it like they're speaking Chilean. So, what is it, Bastards? What was the name? That World War II.
Inglorious.
Inglourious Bastards. So there's this the Nazi guy is supposed to be Chilean, and the other and what's the name the good guy but Brad Pitt was supposed to be like from overseas, and this the woman says, oh they know how to speak Chilean, and then he says, okay, talk to me in Chilean, and he goes, "Boo, boo, boo, boo. What no, you don't speak like that, you have to let it flow, and then he says and then at the end he says, we Chileans, we are uncopyable, that nobody can copy them. We're unique.
I think that's true.
Yes, yeah, because nobody in Latin America speaks like Chile.
I don't get it.
I should have been there for like so long. 30 years.
So the thing is that surely you are one of them, for you are Galilean. And how did they know that he was Galilean? Yes,
Oh, really?
yes.
I know.
You're guessing that.
Just like a smile.
Yeah, because I'm gonna read it to you. Okay. Where is it? Gethsemane arrested here before the Sanhedrin. Okay, Matthew 26:69, but don't write it down yet. But that's where it starts. Now Peter was sitting out in the courtyard, and a servant girl came to him. You were also with Jesus of Galilee. See, this one he says of Galilee, not Nazareth. With that Nazarene. I mean, see, and this one says, when she saw Peter warming himself, she looked closely at him. You also were with that Nazarene Jesus. Why do you think with that Nazarene? With that one from Mumbai or Delhi?
That is not that objection. Objection.
You were that with that woman from or from Townsville. I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry, Sarah.
He's not sorry.
So see, so even Jews were like today we are like you're from Mano Lake, so I'm from Tarnit. Oh man, you're from the worst area.
Bad.
Because of what happened at the McDonald's, there's always like attacks at McDonald's.
Like, oh yeah, me and Carney, McDonald's.
Yes,
Maybe in the parking lot.
yeah.
At
See
Carney.
what happened.
At Tarnit,
Carney, McDonald's.
yes.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what
Or like-
I should know.
or years ago, I don't know if it's still Braybook here in Victoria. Braybook was a word.
Broadman.
So if you have a boyfriend, where is it from Braybook? Oh, okay.
Before that, it was first grade.
Oh, yeah.
Fourth grade and
Yeah.
then and then San Norman's. So if you wanna have a boyfriend, Romero's. Ooh. We're just supposing if you have a boyfriend from Romero's, we'll go. Okay, good luck. Good luck. Well, you disown her
No,
as a sister.
I know she will never go.
Okay.
She don't bet us here.
Secret boyfriend. So okay.
That's what I feel the trick with this, yeah.
So let's go back to this thing then. So now Peter was sitting out in the courtyard, and a servant girl came to him and said, "You are also with Jesus of Galilee." So this girl was supposed to be from not the because Judea is this part and Galilee is this part. So the Galileans were looked down upon by the Judeans from Jerusalem. But he denied it before them all. I don't know what you're talking about, he said. Then he went out to the gateway, where another girl saw him, and and said to the people, "This fellow was with Jesus of Nazareth." So Nazareth comes up. He denied again with an oath. I don't know the man. After a while, and this is where you come in. Can you read it for me? 73.
Is this not?
No, Matthew 26, 73.
No, but you told us not to turn to that because you were.
No, I said to turn. Okay,
Which
Matthew 26,
26,
73.
7.
Now read it.
After a little while, those standing there went up to Peter and said, "Surely you are one of them. Your accent gives you away."
There you go.
That.
The-
So when you think everybody, like you always think everybody, all the Jews spoke the same. No, they have accents and so very close, very close. It's like even in Chile, they people from the north speak different from people from the south.
Oh yeah, it's like in Vietnam.
Like in Vietnam, yes.
No, from Vietnam.
Now we're in a different country now. Go ahead, you should.
And even India, well, India speak different languages. Yes. Yeah, I thought the whole of India spoke one language, and then no, there are like 1,000 languages.
Yeah, you also.
Yeah, minorities. So how many languages do you speak? 5. And you are 5. They're very humble. 5. 5 languages. It's like the Europeans. The Europeans are the same. They have to speak like 3. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't understand what the. You just mumble. You just mumble. So in India, you could be an interpreter. Yeah. Andrew always says, "I only speak one English," so that's it. He can only speak English.
He should maybe turn to be a teacher than a pastor.
English teacher.
Yes.
English teacher. Well, because Andrew speaks Northern English, and he speaks almost like empty right.
He needs to.
Yeah.
He needs to say specifically which
Edit that out.
different English.
It's a lie.
You watch.
I don't know.
You watch it.
The American.
So yeah. So if you know more than one language, actually today there was on the news saying that if you talk more than 2 languages, is better for your mental health, and it helps you not to get older.
Oh, gosh, that's
So you start learning it. So that's why you are your age, and you're like a 50-year-old.
I'm 50 years old.
50.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard 50. Like, what are you saying?
She's 50.
Just like you guys.
You guys are like little kids.
Mm.
Yeah. Yo.
So yes, so even when you look at the map of Israel, it's so small, but even people from such a small area, they have different accents.
Yeah.
So now you see, this is the thing that you learn from reading the Bible. That you think that everybody spoke the same, everyone's the same. No, they people from Jerusalem didn't like the Galileans. That Galilean, that guy from Nazareth, because Nazareth was such a small place. They like what? Like I told you from Ternit. Oh, you're from Ternit.
Like sorry, I know I'm off tracking, but like when they say Jesus from Jerusalem, a lot of people, like you can see in some scriptures where they're like, "Oh, the one from Jerusalem." Apparently, those are places like Footscray and all that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but Jerusalem was the main city.
No, the main city. Which one was the? It was in Nazareth. Yeah, Nazareth.
Yeah, Nazareth was like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
but Nazareth was small. It was like just like if you walk out of here, like you keep on driving over there, and you see like 10, 12 houses. That's it. That's Nazareth. So that's nothing.
It's no time.
It's small town. Small town. It's like 12 houses. Let's say 15. That's it.
Mm.
Because when we think of big cities, oh, we think of like even here at the Manu Lakes is big, or where you live, Mambury, that
No,
the new.
I don't remember. Western Werribee still.
Yeah, no, but that shopping center.
We don't remember.
Yes, but what's the name of the shopping center there?
Oh, it is Mandarin.
Yes, but imagine that's bigger than Nazareth.
Mm.
The shopping center is bigger than Nazareth. Now they're excavating Colossians, the book of Colossians. So that's they're excavating Colossi in Turkey. They are allowed after 2,000 years. It's being allowed to excavate the town, and when you see it, it's small.
Oh,
Small. It's like it's as big as Savannah.
oh.
Savannah, that's Colossi. And we think that they're big cities. No, they're small towns. But the big city will be Jerusalem. Jerusalem will be the big city. Jerusalem has been big. It's been big all the time. When this thing was happening and Jesus was killed, we think there were like at least 2 million people in there. And then when everybody left, again, it was empty. But then everybody came in. It was like, so, but it was a big city. They were not big cities in these times. Because remember, there were less people.
Yeah.
So now we have a lot of people, so we need big towns. Anyway, so what we know, I mean, this is Peter. This is very interesting because we are looking at how the Jews look down upon each other, and even today, Cuban Jews are always mad at American Jews because the Cuban Jews are always portrayed in the movies as evil people,
Mhm.
as the bad guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Because of mafia?
Yeah, but the American Jews portraying Cuban Jews like bad people. In my case, my dad, he's not rich. He's just influential. But when he was younger, he was not, because he came from a very little town at the end of the country. So El Salvador is like this. I used to live in the middle. He was born at the right at the end, right at the end, in a very small town, in a town where men usually don't go to the river because there's a legend.
Huh?
There's a legend. No, no.
Excuse me.
No, there's a legend. If you're a man and you go into the river, you turn gay.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the legend. That's the legend. Then I asked my dad, so dad, did you ever go? He never tells me yes or no.
Okay, but then you come out and then you go back in with that. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
you go from hey,
So I don't know. I don't know if that happens, but my dad comes from a town that nobody. I'll show you maybe later. San Alejo. We seen it. We put it on TV. They have videos. I don't want to live there. If I want to, but I ask you, do we go there to live there? No, because it's such a downturn. It's nice because it's all maybe 500 years old, but it's nothing. So
visit.
yes.
But to live there.
So what happened is that my dad moved from there to the city, and then he became the guy who was in charge of saying he's going to be the ambassador here. He's going to be so he got to be high in the government. But before that, he was just a plain guy who was teaching secondary school, so he could live, and that's where he met my mom. So during that time, he went to synagogue, and the people from the synagogue, in San Salvador, they were rich. And he went and he sat in one of the pews, and he said, "What are you doing here?" "Well, I'm visiting. I'm Jewish too." "Yeah, but how you pay for your seat?" "No, I don't have money." Because if you notice in synagogues, they never ask you for money. Not like us that we have to play at church. No, in the synagogue, it's like I have my daughter and my son, and so I pay for our pew, like the our seat in the church. Yeah, the back pew is mine.
well, that's the thing. It's up front.
We've been sitting there for 21 years, so that's mine.
You gotta move up now.
But anyway, but think about it.
We always we see different places.
Yes.
That's not for you.
Now it's just different places.
I thought that.
Yeah, I was born there. They was born there. But anyway, so I come with the same thinking. I don't pay for my pew, but my pew is my pew. The same, you know what I mean.
Mm.
So my dad, the people from the cinema said, "Okay, leave because you don't pay." So he left and he came back the year after, and then he said, they asked him because the first time he came in was because he couldn't speak French, because all the service was done in French, even though they're in Salvador, but they're French Jews.
Mhm.
So they said, "Oh, you cannot be here because you're not going to understand. Get out." Okay. Yeah, but we're in El Salvador. You can speak Spanish. No. We hold our Jewish our service in French. Okay. So so my dad speaks Spanish. So he went to uni because he was in uni. He learned French, so he came back, and that's when they told him about the music. So he said, "Forget it, I'm not coming back." So he's being looked down because he doesn't speak French because Jews, some of those, if you're a real Jew, you have to speak French, and they look down at him because he was poor. But when he was influential, when he was the head of the faculty, oh, Jovel, you're the best. No, no, forget it. You didn't want to go back. So that's this thing happens all the time, even among Jews, and even in the Bible we see how they look down at Jesus because he's from where?
Yeah.
But from where? Yeah, he was born in the town of Nazareth, but where was he? How the area where he was?
Like,
Huh?
Galilee? Like,
Galilee.
Galilee. Ah,
The area? Yeah.
He's from the gallery.
So Nazareth is inside Galilee,
Okay.
and Nazareth is right next to the. It's supposed to be close to the Sea of Galilee. So that's what they say: Sea of Galilee, and Galilee is the area, and there's the Sea of Galilee. And the people from Jerusalem didn't like the people from the sea, from the Galilee area because they look down at they look down upon them. Okay, so there you go. See, there is Samaria. So see, look. So this is Jerusalem. No, the next one, the next one. Yeah,
Not,
that one.
this one here.
Yeah. No, not that one either. See. Yeah. Okay. And down. You go down, and in the middle. What is this? Samaria? No. Down Galilee. Go down Galilee.
Yeah,
Galilee, not Galilee. Samaria is somewhere in the middle. No, this is the old. Let me see. No. This is still the time of
Galilee?
Galilee.
Galilee.
There you go.
Galilee.
Okay, Galilee. There's Galilee, Samaria, Judea. So now you know. So because I want you to understand. Okay. So here. So look at me and look at your map.
Okay, I'm looking at you.
So this is Jerusalem. And what does it say there? Judea. So this is the area, Judea. And if you go up to Judea, what does it here? Samaria. Who used to live in Samaria? Or still lives there? Samaritans. The Good Samaritan?
No.
No. And then above Samaria, Samaria, who was that? Galilee. So there was a Jew going down to Galilee from Samaria. So they had to go in the middle. And these people didn't like the Jews living beside them.
Oh, okay.
That's why he got jumped on. So from Jericho, he was going down to Jerusalem, and he had to go through Samaria.
And they were like,
And they jumped on them.
Yeah.
So now you know. See, that's why it's important to know the geography because Jesus is telling you the story, but we don't get it.
No.
Okay, and Nazareth is here. Nazareth is here, and it's in Galilee. And what did they say to Jesus? You are a Samaritan.
What?
You are a Samaritan. So, because that was an insult. Because if you're a Samaritan, it means that you're not Jewish, and Samaritans are half breed, according to
That's so where
I'll go with the British rod.
in Judea. Yeah, yes. Yeah, so you're the
the German speaking.
we have some town in Jerusalem, remember?
Yeah.
Kiryat Reuben. We have our own piece of land in Jerusalem.
Can you show me?
So see, this is it's been out of interest. But the thing is that you can see how Jews treat each other and how they wanted to kill him. What they plotted to kill him all the time, and now we have you, and they make him say, "I am," and they said that they make him say, "And you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming on the clouds of heaven." So if Jesus is going to be sitting at the right hand of God, what does that make Jesus?
Like the right hand.
Yes, the right hand. And what do they do? Oh, we're gonna kill you. You're not the right hand. Anyway, so let's continue and finish. So, there was in the book of Mark, in the Gospel of Mark, we have one girl who saw him twice and said, "You are with that." He says, "You were also with that Nazarene, with that Nazarene." So yeah, like with that low guy. And then she said again, "This fellow is one of them." Again, he denied it. Verse 70. After a little while, those standing near said to Peter, "Surely you are one of them, for you are a Galilean." So now you understand why they're saying you're a Galilean, because the way he speaks. So it's like the people can see where I'm from. If you're from El Salvador, people can see where I'm from because the way I speak Spanish, Salvadoran Spanish. It's like in Chilean too. You can see who's from the north, who's from the south. In American too, you can see that the people from New York they speak fast, and the people from California they speak slow, and the people from Texas or from people from the south.
Yeah, maybe your English uncle as well.
I'm English. I'm English like you.
Even here, people from the country, oh my God, it's so hard for me to understand them.
Yeah.
Countryside.
People getting
People are getting behind you. And listening to everything you say. It's been recorded.
I'm Australian, right?
I'm Australian. Okay, so he began to call curses on himself, and he swore to them, 71. "I don't know this man you're talking about." So he started saying curses on himself. So, "May I die if I know this guy. May I see." Immediately, the rooster crowed the second time. Then Peter remembered the words of Jesus had spoken to him. "Before the rooster crows twice, you will disown me 3 times." And he broke down and wept. Because I wanted to do this chapter because the chapter is super long and I didn't want to stay so much, and I'm tired too because I did a lot of things at work today. But I wanted to go to the end of this thing. Yesterday,
Let's do chapter 15.
no, 15 is gonna be
Second last.
traumatic because 15
Oh.
you're gonna see the crucifixion
Yeah.
and the death of Jesus and the burial.
But that's
And if you notice your Bibles, where do they stop? 16:8. Notice your Bibles? Yeah, 16. After the first 16:8, it has a line. Yeah, David?
Wait, hold on.
16:8.
Yeah.
It has a line.
The earliest manuscript and some other ancient witnesses do not have verse
Yes.
9 to 20.
Yes, it stops and then it tells you something. It tells you something else. Yeah, what David just read. The earliest manuscript. So some people think, and I like the way this professor says, because the most ancient manuscripts don't have this. After 8, there's nothing. It comes up until the year 200, 300. That's where they start finding the manuscripts. But the issue is that the manuscripts usually you lose the end of it. You lose the end or the beginning because you're following them. So the first thing that comes off is the beginning or the end. So maybe this happened to Mark. We don't know. Because it's quite interesting in the Spanish speaking Bible. It says this about in the resurrection, it says this. This Bible doesn't say it. Maybe that one's gonna say it. Maybe with this we finish. Just for you to be aware that different Bibles say different things. Number Luke. This where you travel, what you where's this? Where's this? Okay, verse 20, chapter 24 of Luke. Natalie, can you look in your King James? Luke is the next gospel. Go to the end of Luke. Go to the end, chapter 24. verse 41 and 42. 24,
24. What happened?
41. Okay, I'm gonna read it first in the NIV. And while they still did not believe it because of joy and amazement, he asked them, "Do you have anything to eat?" They gave him a piece of royal fish. What does it say in yours?
It said, but while they still did not believe for joy and marvel,
Yeah, marble, like marble.
he said to them, have you have any food here? So they gave him a piece of boiled fish and some honeycomb.
And some honeycomb.
It
Yes, he has a star. In this one doesn't say it. This one didn't say it. And I remember in my Greek class, I remember my Spanish speaking Bible, and I said, but Jesus ate a piece of fish and a honeycomb. And my teacher said, no, he didn't. Yeah, and they all made fun of me. But I don't know, because they said, because the Greek doesn't say honeycomb. It's later in the
Your
vision.
teacher was not fun.
No, my teacher was good, but he wanted to make a point. He wanted to make a point. Because we are trained to be that precise. So we have to know the Bible to even the little differences. So it's interesting because when I was a kid, going back to when I was like Maria's age and before, because you're not a little kid anymore, you're 16. Well, I used to read, who eats royal fish with honey? Yeah.
So that's not true.
That is added later and is supposed to teach the church in that manuscript about communion.
Oh,
Because what does communion supposed to do for us? Remember? Oh yeah. Okay. What does communion supposed to do for us? Communion is when what do I say when I do communion? Do this in remembrance of me. Take, eat the body, because which is given for you for the forgiveness of sins. Yes, connected with Jesus. So when we eat communion, we are renewed by Jesus because we are remembering what He did for us, and therefore we reconnect. That's why when I say to people when I do it, it doesn't matter how. If you ask forgiveness, God will forgive you, but you must take this in order to be in communion with Jesus. So honey, it became part of the church belief that when you eat honey, what happens? If you're tired, what happens?
you better.
You kind of sugar up,
Mm.
and that's what that's what it meant. So all these things, that it's not that it's not there. It's not true, but that the church later on said, okay, let's put honey too, because look what he does. Look what he does. Ah man, this is interesting. See, if you give me make me talk, I never stop.
It's true.
And he took and he took and he took it and ate it in the presence. For what does it sound like? The night Jesus was betrayed, he took the cup and after giving thanks, said. So when you read this, and he took it and ate it. So it sounds like communion. That's why. But the thing is that we are so far away from ancient Christians that we don't read it like that anymore. But I have. Anyway, so next time we're gonna see how Jesus dies, and I don't know if we're gonna watch the movie.
That's not gonna be nice.
It's during Christmas. I
Yeah,
think we
that's
should do that during the Easter.
Easter, you're watching the when Jesus dies.
He's gonna be born soon.
Yes. All right.
Right after Christmas, we were like already putting stuff up for Easter. And I'm like,
Yes.
born.
He was born. Let him be born.
Well, when he was born, now we want to see you there. Can you turn it off now? I think he has the. And if you don't see the.
Yes. Everyone.
Yeah.
Talk to that,